another great day of rugby. Another great game we are about to watch. Highlanders taking on Granite Bay. This is going to be for the second club championship game for these boys' high school rugby national championships out here at the Rugby Athletics Center here in Charlotte, North Carolina. My name is Gift Time Abelu, and I will be commentating your way through this. We're here kicking off already, and it is going already out into touch. It'll be taken back at the 50. Getting ready for the first scrum of the game. Looks like Granite Bay is in white and Highlanders are wearing black. Nice scrum push. Highlanders taking advantage. And nice 8-man pickup, nice setup. Great open field by the fly half. Getting it out to the winger. Looking for space, not finding support from his Highlander friends. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty advantage going to Granite Bay. Looks like it's going to be a kick out into touch. Granite Bay setting up. Granite Bay hooker setting up for the line out. And lost ball forward is going to be a Highlander ball. It's going to be a scrum advantage off the knock-on. Great play by both these teams as Granite Bay gets it out to the edge. Nice little turnover for the Highlanders. Highlanders based out here in North Carolina, right outside of Raleigh. Granite Bay coming in from North
big
California.
Hit coming in. That's a fantastic job of just shooting straight out of that B gap and meeting the ball carrier. Good hands taken high. Ooh, that's a nice pass out over 3 people, and he's found the fullback into space on the wing, and the fullback gets back into the wing in a stiff arm, and he's going to go through.
But unfortunately,
well, we got excited up here.
I know, we got excited. It looks like it's going to be a penalty of forward pass. It's going to be an advantage going to Highlanders. That was a great setup, a great passing by this team. Unfortunately, you didn't lateral it in the correct way.
So ball back in, played out by the 8-man. 9 finds himself as a first receiver, kicks it out. Try and get it through their inside center. It's when in doubt, send your inside center in to punish some people.
Yeah, there you go. You got to be able to make sure that you have a nice little 1-2 battering ram punch there.
And I think we're going to get a yellow card here.
Number 3. Play was over.
So referee giving you an explanation there on what was going on and why he stopped it. It's 25 minutes left in this opening half of this match here.
Ball going out into touch. It's going to looks like it's going to set up to be Granite. It's going to be a Highlander ball.
The touch. White. Scoot. Right in the tunnel, White.
Highlanders able to recover that line out, almost a slip and slide, and losing it on the touch. Looks like we're going to have a penalty advantage, a little bit of an offsides. Very advantageous for the Highlanders. Granite Bay just a little bit antsy.
So we're going to give our boy Gift a break. He has been going here running a marathon session, so he's going to sit this one out, eat some pizza, chill back, and maybe get some caffeine in him. And meanwhile, we have a good drive on, a good maul coming out of that set piece, but then getting turned back the other direction and then into touch. Highlanders with the throw in, able to go up and get it. Ruck is set. Step back inside, met well by a great Granite Bay California defensive pressure there. It's about 15 meters change of field position. Now it's going to be about 20 from where they started with this ball. Just the pressure from Granite Bay coming up, and the ball just coming out. And so as we're getting underway, 22 minutes left here in the first half. It is a little bit breezy now. The rain has subsided, but earlier in the day and earlier yesterday, the rain did come down. It drenched this field, leaving it a little bit sloppy and messy. But the wind, hopefully, all we get is the wind and not any more rain. So Granite Bay with the set piece. Playing now coming to the left, but gathered well. Oh, but that's a pretty big hit. Didn't go beyond 90, so it wasn't very malicious. It looked really big though. And just straight down after the advantage was gained. Granite Bay with the pick from the back of the scrum. Now played out. They got a good attacking line and lots of space. For the pass misses 3 of his players, of the support runners. Ball coming out.
Let it come, White. Let it come. Good, Will.
Get up!
We're all right here.
I know!
So Granite Bay with the throw in. So we're gonna hear the wind is starting to pick up. So now ball taken back by the winger. Does a good job of keeping it into bounds. We're going in touch, slips a couple tackles, gets taken down finally. Not releasing is going to be the call. So Granite Bay now looking to go quick.
Roll tackler. Run.
Now the ball out, looking to stretch the edge.
Run.
Granite Bay doing a good job of just getting a little bit of ground, just moving it one way, go back the other way. Now the 6 taking it up, like a good flanker does, tying up a bunch of tacklers and defenders. Now 10 with a good inside ball to a big running prop. Tight head prop going through. Good smart play there to roll it back on the deck. Definite poach was on, if not.
Push back.
Oh, nice step in, steps out, steps back in. The hooker now gaining some ground. Scores are still level at this moment. 6 gets taken down, and the turf has pretty much been the only one that could really contain him and bring him down. And now the 8-man driving forward. Ball's recycled back at the base of the ruck. Taken now out wide, looking to get to the fullback. He's got to lane inside, and he's going to score. Fullback doing a good job of just taking that ball, cutting left, cutting right, back inside, and then there it is. Granite Bay, 5 points on the board. And as we check out this replay coming through, that last one. So we look at the replay here. Great job. You know, they're knocking on the door, looking after the ball, and then instead of just going with the pick and go, looks to find some space, and the step back inside, the door is wide open, and the 15 fullback closes it. Kick it just wide to the right. It was a good strike, good distance. Just swings it just a little to the right. And Granite Bay, after a couple of good phases of possession, you know, able to just take the ball from one side of the pitch to the other, bring it back, and then score instead of the pick and go. When everybody was all sucked in, the defense was sucked inside, they were just smart and heads up enough to play that ball out and get the fullback into space, and that one little step just brings it right in. So good kick. Call taken up in a good line. He's going to attack it, and he's looking to find some space. One to beat. Runs into him. He's got a 24 on his number. I don't believe he's a sub yet, but great. Now they got way a bunch of numbers. Oh, I love that passing behind. I mean, blocker style. Now the wing of 15, the guy who just scored, getting it out. The knock on White. One of the things I got to say that I really enjoyed about that and just watching that phase of play was just the way that they were able to use the dummy runners from the inside, right outside of him. He had 2 forward dummy runners, had the patience to wait on those dummy runners, hit it behind, and get it out wide into the backs. Thought it was absolutely excellent and pretty awesome move. Now the ball being sent back the other direction. It's out. They're going to look to go quick. And they're going to attack. They're coming right back into the direction. Again, support line is on. They got one to beat. He gets the inside, got an outside runner, but the man is wearing a black jersey. Read that line well, knew where he was going to go with that ball. Just put himself in between there and in the passing lane, able to take it back. Oh, and that's 11 coming in. 10 looking for maybe a box kick, taken down as soon as he's out of it. And that's a big boy there, the loose head prop. Now ball coming in again with that dummy runner. This team's doing a very good job of using that dummy runner. Now they got space outside for the wing to burn it. He's going to take it, but it gets slid down 5 meters short. Good covering tackle, wing-on-wing action. But there's the tight head prop, and that's a try. 5 points going the way of the boys from the Bay. And now we're in a 10-0 game. 14 minutes and 20 seconds left in this opening half. So we're just getting done. This is the club championships that's going down. This is the last game of the club championships. The way this tournament is broken into 3 different categories. You have your Tier 2, which were the first 2 games that we saw earlier. You have your club championships, which is the game just previous to this, the Royal Irish Doylestown. That great game that we just saw go down to the wire at the end with the Royal Irish knocking on the door. Then you had, right now, the Highlanders in Granite Bay and KC Blues in South Greenville are playing on the far field on field 2, which unfortunately we are not covering, but that game is going on. And then what we start is we start the single school competition. That's going to be kicking off at 7 o'clock. Big names all across the board in that. Stay tuned. That'll be a great matchups. I mean, all these have been great matchups if you've been tuning in at home and watching them. But those are going to be pretty cool. And that will finish the day. We're going to be in here for a marathon session. Tomorrow, a marathon session. And then on Saturday, we're going to be running another marathon session, getting it going. But what we're going to do is also this weekend, some really good rugby going on. Club regionals. We'll have one of our teams up there covering club regionals on Saturday. And then once we break down the championship here, we're going to send all of our crew up to Pittsburgh for the championship Sunday and put on a product very similar to what you're watching today.
No. First knock by white, then by black. Scrum here to black. Seconds, yeah? Go, coach! Five. Set.
Highlanders getting the ball out back wide. Nice inside ball coming into the center. He looks to find a lane. Defense eats him up, but that ate up a lot of defenders, and they got space. A lot of holes to attack, but now there's one of them. Holds the outside on, just an errant pass. Doesn't do their winger any favors. So he looks to get right back into the middle. Does a good job of not trying to stay out the sideline. Comes back into his support. Maintains possession of the ball. Live to fight another day. Ooh, good tackle in there, and I like to see the poach. And we got a poach. All came from a great tackle. Throwing him down, hands right over the top, taking it away. And now Granite Bay is going to send it right over the head of the fullback. And that's a great kick. But you see the boys do a great job of countering, getting back to help support their player. Now the wing is isolated. This could be, luckily, a good little movement to stay alive. Kept on his feet, able to roll around. Oh, away from the side on that one. That's cynical. That was almost, that's you get to that point in the backfield, you got to know something's wrong there.
Number 8 seconds. Number 8 seconds.
Line out coming. Good move there for the 10. But again, the sloppy passing, not finding its mark.
Okay, so we're going to do a line to black.
Nine minutes and 42 seconds left in the first half of this match. Granite Bay taking on the Highlanders. It's been all Granite Bay for the most part offensively. They've done a good job moving the ball. Had a couple other good opportunities, but bad passes just kind of sent them the wrong way. Now they're giving a gift there. So the fullback just drops that and muffs it as he's going in.
Straight drive. You guys are turning the scrum a little bit. Yeah, straight drive.
Ooh, big hit coming in from the flanker and the tight head prop. Once again, families and friends and fans watching at home, we apologize. We do not have any rosters for any of these teams. We have put in a couple requests, and hopefully tomorrow and the rest of the week, we will have the rosters for you. Once the ball goes over the top of the head, we're going to let the ref do a lot of talking here. He's going to be my partner in here. He's pretty good, knows what's going on in the game. So kicked over the head of the wing, with the wing able to take it. He's looking to run. He's looking to find a hole. He's gotten away from a couple, but he doesn't get away from his opposite number. Now the 10 puts it up. There's space in behind. He's looking to challenge the wing, but he kicks it right to the other 14. And into touch. So that's going to be a useful kick for him. That's going to leave the Highlanders with a line out just inside the 22 of Granite Bay.
Black line. Right there's your mark. Right there you go.
We'd like to thank all those that helped make this live stream possible. All the sponsors, this event, the 2016 Boys High School National Championships, coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina via the Rugby Athletic Center in Stack, Charlotte. As we're watching the Highlanders, on your left-hand side of your screen, they're wearing the black kit, and on the white, the boys from Granite Bay out of California on the right-hand side of your screen.
White, captain number 3. Captain. Okay, I've already spoke to you once, okay, earlier in the match. Okay, in the mall, White, to be picking a guy up, stuffing it down. And he's done. Next time he's done, yeah? Okay, get him. Okay. I don't need him back. Right here, right here. White, step, please. White back, patience. Oh!
Good job of going up, getting the ball, holding the ball, setting it, forming themselves. I think they're through. They're looking awful close. Got a good tight shot from behind the ruck. So got a knock on. Granite Bay will have the feed, but they're still in all sorts of trouble, pressed deep in their own territory.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Yes. Flat.
Oh, the Highlanders swarming all over Granite Bay. It's almost everybody is in that ruck.
Let him go, Black.
You've only got 2 people outside of within 8 meters of this team. And it's turned over by the Highlanders, and they're attacking. And they're rumbling, and he's through. And the Highlanders get on the board with a fantastic try. We look at it, just right there, the replay coming. They're terrible to turn over the ball, and the big man just taking it and then just falls right down, and a fantastic try for the Highlanders. What a fantastic take. That's the way you need your restarts. That'll get you excited and get you going. And that's a big boy. He's still running all the way to the house, but he was outside. He was stepped out of bounds about 5 or 6 meters before. You know, he kept putting on that head of charge, head of steam. But the day is wearing on for everybody here at the Rugby Athletic Center. I'd like to thank their staff, doing a great job, always treating us well when we come in here. This is a beautiful facility, now known as Stacks. You look it up there, Stacks Charlotte. They've done a good job of turning this facility, which was once a 3-story driving range, into now a spectator venue for rugby, but also they host other stuff. There's some soccer goals out there. They do some good stuff. And the big boot camp, which is taken off every Wednesday night. It's free. And Randy Moss is leading it. So he's out here, so it's pretty cool. We rolled up here yesterday. 300 people out on this pitch doing all different types of boot camp stuff and CrossFit. Or not CrossFit, I'm sorry, boot camp stuff. It was pretty good. CrossFit is actually at the front of the gym close to the street. So they have everything you need. They need everything you need to be successful in the sport of rugby here. You know, these facilities, I really like seeing them pop up, especially the ones that are dedicated specifically to rugby. It's what we need. You got soccer academies all over the place. Granted, soccer has been growing in this nation a little bit longer than rugby has, but we are on the rise, and that is something that is to really look forward to. More and more of these venues pop up all over the country. So as we play it out, Granite Bay now, they're going to give it into the inside center. But he's wrapped up in a high tackle by his opposite number. Not an illegal high tackle, but just didn't take him low.
Look!
Oh, I think that's a poach and turned over ball. That's a fantastic, poach, turned over in a really nice high box kick. Taken well by the 10, too. Up in the air, playing. I mean, I tell you, the level of and a great maul on now. Brought to the deck. And turned over again. That's got to, that was.
Roll white.
So now turned over. Granite Bay able to turn the ball over. Looking to attack up to their big number 8.
7.
Oh, another big run coming in.
That's them all. That's them all. 3, get out of here. 3 black. Sit wide. One, black it up top.
Oh, and the 8 is just going to take it over, and he's going to...
No, let's hold up first. 8 ball was held up first. Touch it down after. Yeah? Thank you. Crouch.
So the 8-man was held up as he crossed the try line.
Set.
And now we're going to have a scrum feed to Granite Bay.
Hold white.
Ball's out. 12 seconds left on the clock.
Release 8.
So this should be one of the last possessions of the game, if not the last possession of the game.
Black, no hand.
So you see, now they're turned over. And that's going to do it for our first half. If we take a look back at some of the replays that got us to where we're at right now, we look, this is the one that ends the half, the knock-on coming. See, the ball just gets dislodged and comes back the other direction. We also have a couple other ones we'll take you through. Well, I guess we won't take you through the replays. Or if we hit another replay. All right, we'll get back to you on the replays. But right now, we're just going to take a sponsor message. Take it. We'll be back. It is 10-5 right now with Granite Bay on top, leading the boys, the Highlanders.
In 1966, Sheehy began as a small family-owned dealership, and by 1995 had become one of the largest dealership groups in the country. Today, we've grown to 23 locations, from Baltimore to Richmond. We believe in supporting the community that supports us. Thanks to you, our customers and associates, we're celebrating our 50th anniversary.
It's easy at Sheehy, Sheehy.com.
Welcome to Notre Dame College, where every student is our most important student. For nearly a century, Notre Dame College has offered an outstanding liberal arts education with a personal touch. Our faculty and staff are passionate about preparing students for successful and meaningful lives after college. Located just 25 minutes from downtown Cleveland, Ohio, our vibrant, friendly, and diverse 48-acre campus is the choice of more than 2,000 students from 40 states and 22 countries. We have 22 scholarship sports and a wide variety of extracurricular activities, clubs, and organizations. We are the perfect size, large enough for an exciting college experience, but still able to ensure small class sizes and individual attention. We invite you to tour the campus in person and see the Notre Dame difference for yourself.
In 1966, Sheehy began as a small family-owned dealership, and by 1995 had become one of the largest dealership groups in the country. Today, we've grown to 23 locations, from Baltimore to Richmond. We believe in supporting the community that supports us. Thanks to you, our customers and associates, we're celebrating our 50th anniversary.
It's easy at Sheehy.com.
Welcome to Notre Dame College, where every student is our most important student. For nearly a century, Notre Dame College has offered an outstanding liberal arts education with a personal touch. Our faculty and staff are passionate about preparing students for...
And we're coming back to you for second half action. It is a 5-point difference of the game, 10-5, Granite Bay on top. They are the gentlemen on the left-hand side of your screen in the white jerseys. On the right-hand side, we have the Highlanders in the black. They are trailing by 5 points, but put together some good phases of play towards the end of the first half and looking all fired up. You know, they looked, watching them at halftime, they're all juiced up, ready to go. So this should be a really good next 30 minutes. On the line, the opportunity to advance into the championship rounds, which all the teams playing from here on out that make it to the championship rounds will be right here on field 1. So pressure coming. Ball kick nice and high. Track back well. That doesn't look like the tackler. 11 on 11.
Let him run. Hi, you had a halftime. What are you? All right, patience. Four. Come advantage, one. Roll 10. Scrum advantage. Advantage is gained.
So now Granite Bay back on the attack. 24, we've seen him. He is a big man and hard guy to get down. Ball on the deck. 9 does a great job of cleaning it up. And now the fullback looks to step inside. He's going to cut it back down, but loses the handle, but it goes backwards, says the referee.
Use it, Mike. Use it. Get out. 13. What? Use it. No. I said to use it. It's not. No. Doesn't matter. Oh.
You got to love that. The referee laying down the law.
All the way 10 on them all. There's no tackle. Yep. Just whack. Yep.
So that is my partner in the booth, the man down there in the middle.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Hold right.
Oh, great run now. Finds the hole in the gap.
Release.
Ball bouncing up now, taken by the 15. He looks to turn around the corner. He's going, and then, oh man, he's still on his feet. He's making a corner. He's gonna make it to the try. Did he get in? No, he got into touch. What a great run by the 15, but just couldn't finish. He was all the way down the sideline, and then but taken out by a good covering tackle. What a fantastic job by that defense to scramble over and take care of him.
Gentlemen, I'm not touching again about yeah. Nice tunnel. Here we go, reset.
So ball coming in. Take it well. We've seen this, a good line out and patience by this team. The Highlanders, but losing it to the deck, and now they're going to give a scrum feed to the boys from Granite Bay in some dangerous position and territory for them. Was definitely not an ideal situation.
Coach. 5. Set. Captain, you guys can stop. Hey, boys. Don't really know how to do it because you do it a majority of the time. Okay, but 3 times now you're driving area. Last time, yeah. Coach. 5. Set. Hold one. Back, please. Roll. Yeah.
What a great play by this Granite Bay team.
What?
Continuing to dominate. 23 minutes remaining on this game clock. Give time to go back on the line. Waiting for the conversion.
Black? No.
The kick is good. Granite Bay up 17-5. Still plenty of time remaining on this clock. Granite Bay starting to pick up more and more momentum here in the second half. Highlanders setting up. Granite Bay trying to find a little space as they boot the ball out, and it goes straight out into touch. It's going to be taken just inside the 40-meter mark, and still inside their territory.
Oh, Gifting Ginty back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Couldn't stay gone for that long now.
No, I couldn't. Gift was, we had to give him a little bit of a break. He's been running marathon for us, sleeping over here when he was off camera and off the voice. So, but now we're back in action. Great line out.
Highlanders trying to take advantage of this. It's good. You can't look back, though. You need to find a pass out by this hooker. Granite Bay seems to be swarming. Their defense has been on point this game, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've been really good. It's 17-5. You know, it was when it was 10-5. I mean, still really close game all the way around. You see them. They're looking now. 20 minutes left. Just a third of the game left here. Going to go for points. I'll give them 8. I mean, yeah, that's plenty of time left to go for points here. Keep the scoreboard ticking over and then regain that possession. But we've seen that this team from Granite Bay has been really good going after their restarts when they're kicking off.
So try and cut this lead down, get it to a 9-point game. It's always good positioning. Like you said, 20 minutes is still a lot of time left to be able to do stuff. The more points you can put on, it comes down to those last 5 minutes when it all counts.
So it's a pretty big kick here, penalty kick. The ball is, that looks to be a good strike, and so that's good.
9-point game for this Highland team. Look, this is how you come back. This is how you steadily bring it on, just like you're doing phase play. You get it bit by bit, points by points.
Force this team to make mistakes, force them to knock the ball on. You know, they've done a pretty good job of turning it over. Both teams have done actually a really good job of turning the ball over, but especially this team, the Highlanders. And again, the restart, I mean, so this is the at least second restart that I can remember that, you know, after the Highlanders have scored, they weren't able to regain possession of the ball and just giving it right back to Granite Bay. But now, penalty coming their way.
Nice kick for this Highlander team, getting it out into touch. Not getting a whole lot of territory, but they still have an advantage just outside the 50.
They have been pretty patient, too, going up for their lineouts. You know, they'll go up there. Granite Bay hasn't really been contesting the lineouts as much as they should. We'll be interested to see if they go up and they try and do it now. But you see this team, they are going to try and contest now. Ball misses the first jumper, but it's knocked on by Black. It's going to come back. You're going to have a scrum down to Granite Bay.
Looks like Granite Bay really outsizes this Highlander team, very visually at least. I'm hoping that this Highlander team is able to keep getting low, be able to take a little bit more dominant place on against this team here, against this Granite Bay team.
5, 6. Nope, stay bound.
So a feet away now.
And a nice takeaway by the Highlanders, trying to get the turnover. Like you said earlier, it seems to be a very turnover-heavy game. Highlanders able to do it once again after losing the ball in the ruck, in the scrum. Nice kick for position. It's a chase down on the fullback. Looks like
he can't get away. A good shoestring tackle.
Got to get that fullback over to the edge. There you go. Highlanders will have a chance just outside the 22 inside Granite Bay territory. Granite Bay setting up. Correction, that is the Highlanders setting up the mole. Getting down into the ruck and getting it out. Nice cross-field kick, trying to get it out to the wing. And a broken tackle. Wing's able to get away, eluding another tackler, trying to find a little help. Fullback's there for support. That was a great-looking play, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty advantage.
Back chat right there. They're talking.
Don't talk back to the Sirs, because the Sirs are going to... Don't talk back. Don't talk back to the Sirs, because the Sirs don't play fair like that. Good play for the Highlanders, getting in the line out right at the try line.
So the Highlanders with their lineup have been very good at going up and patient. You guarantee, I'd bet money that they're going to look to set their maul here. You know, they are a bigger team they're going against, but they've been pretty good at going up. Good, smart play. Yep, wait for them to go down. Go up, good hold. And the maul straight back. I mean, now, and a good peeling around. And dragged right back out of the try. Great defense from Granite Bay. So we saw a little bit of the transition of the ball out of that maul as it was going. Now new rules kind of coming out here to where some of the people might say that that transition wasn't good. You got to put it through the hands. You can't put it over the top of people joining in at the ruck.
Captain got to talk to the Highlander team. The Highlanders are able to get this. This will be a huge, huge push for them on being able to take this game again. Bringing it to a 2-point game, hopefully, if they're able to take it. Of course, this is a Granite Bay. This is a Highlander scrum advantage. It'd be a great comeback after just such tough play by this Granite Bay team so far.
Yeah, they've been knocking on the door. Let's see if they can get it open. Oh, the 8-man looks to pick and get around the corner. Oh, met well.
Got to find support from the Highlander team. Great support. Able to prevent the poach.
Another ball played out. Catches him standing still, and there's the 22 who stopped the last would-be last ball runner.
This Granite Bay team is coming and pushing this Highlander team back.
It's just all line speed. It's just that their big thing is just the line speed. They're coming up, they're in their face, and every single time they're just marching them back. And now they've turned the ball over. No fullback at home, and it gets a good bounce.
You know, one thing that I noticed with this Highlander team, none of them have been running onto the ball. You can already see the wear down, and that is being their hugest disadvantage. This Granite Bay team does not look like they're starting to feel any slowdown. Their stamina's up, and that's why they're able to come out so aggressively.
We just look out there. I mean, they look really fit. Noticeably more fit than some of the other players on the other team. And now you just see it over the top, and there's the fitness and a big hit coming in. Hello, and wake you up in the morning, and he's going to take it for the score.
That was exactly what we were talking about. That stamina, that fitness just coming out of nowhere, able to come in with a big pop. You got to watch it. The fullback was already getting a little bit lazy, a little lax out there, and he got punished for it. Granite Bay is able to take this, add up to the score, 22-8, waiting for the conversion. Coming from across the field, right at their 3-meter mark, and able to push this back into the end zone.
So now it's looking to be a little bit bridge too far. It's the last waiting moment, or not waiting moments. We got 12 minutes left here. I mean, I'm getting all tongue-tied here, doing 8 things at once, and we've been sleeping. We made a pretty epic road trip on the way down here. We're mostly out of Hartford, Connecticut, but on the way down 95, picked people up all along the way. made a stop in the South Bronx. Stop in Bridgeport, stop up in
Morris Plains,
New Jersey. Then we had to pick up our producer from the airport on the way down, and then finally we got the crew together. And now the full Next Level Rugby crew in the house with Gift Time from Gift Time Rugby Network. You know him if you're tuning in from down south. If you don't know him, you're wrong. So go in, check out his stuff. Also go to our Facebook page, like our Facebook page. Also go out there, hit us up on Instagram. We are not the best at social media, and that's because I'm in charge of it, and I'm a 33-year-old dude who has no clue what social media is and all this Instagram stuff. So that's why I got a young crew. I'm just going to hand over the thing and let them go and do it.
You keep the young crew to keep you feeling young all the way through. There you go.
I tell you, man, I just when I figured out Facebook, all of a sudden it's like Instagram, and I just got Instagram, and then everyone's like, oh, no, that's it, go Snapchat. And then I'm just like, I give up. I give up. And I know you parents at home, most of you can sympathize with me, and you can understand that, because your kids are probably attached to their phones all the time when they're not at rugby practice. But technology, different generation. But get those kids outside and play.
All right, we're going to try and get you guys a score from the other side of the field.
Oh, nice slip. Gets back up and recovers well.
Roll tag left.
So good. There you go. Running on. This guy is, man, I really wish I knew who this kid was. I mean, he is a beast coming out here. Look at that. He takes half the team to bring him down. And, I mean, when he's tackling, he's laying some serious wood, too.
No. Play. Play the knock here. Scrum. Right. Hands down, yeah? Watch it. Thank you. Time off. That's fine. Time on.
So we apologize if you're not getting any of the scores from Field 2. The reason why you're not getting the scores from Field 2 is because we're not getting the scores from Field 2. So we apologize for that. We actually have all of our resources dedicated to give you a live picture here. We don't have the ability at this field to live stream both games, which is why it's unfortunate that the second field doesn't have coverage. We apologize for that, but that is not something that we can control, as well as the scores too. We're trying to get them to you, but we are sitting here on the other side of the pitch. So stand by for that. That is not a function of our broadcast team, so we apologize, but we will look to get that for you as soon as possible, if we can.
And if anything, you guys can try and find updates at the Rugby Athletic Center event page on their website. Hopefully they should be updating things from that component as well, too.
So we actually love to gab, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to gab as much as possible because we're announcers. That's what we do.
It's kind of a function.
Yeah, it's the function of it. Oh, and a good move. Now back into the big boy, and he's just taking it up.
All over. Stepping on people. Andre the Giant.
Look at the support line for this Granite Bay. Look at everybody running it out and through to the house. And the man's taking it.
Another big one. This team, I think it gets more power. Adrian Peterson's. It gets more powerful as the time goes on. Like, they have become more supportive. They've become faster. And I think they've started hitting even harder as this game has gone on.
They have. They're starting to turn it on now, and I think you see a lot of the fitness now playing a big factor in it. You know, a couple guys on the other team, like readily, Highlanders, getting a little worn down, and the substitutes that have come on for this team from Granite Bay have just been absolute impact subs, including the gentleman wearing the 22 jersey, who's just been an absolute beast. If I'm a coach at a college somewhere, I'm looking out for who that guy is.
Got a very tight look. North Cal always has been a great hub for rugby. That whole West Coast area has been a great hub, and you're continuing to see it. This next generation is just bringing it.
Yeah, and it's NorCal. We were out there for the Jesuit Sevens out at Santa Clara University. Fantastic event. Was awesome to be a part of that. See that. It was the inaugural event. Had all the colleges and the universities coming out, all the Jesuit universities, well, 6 of them, and Notre Dame. Notre Dame, not a Jesuit university, but I mean they're a holy their holy place of learning.
The blessed parochial location.
And a good 7 squad. So, that was good to see that out there. High school rugby, college rugby, and club rugby taking off all over the country. And there's a 22. There he is. We were just talking about him. Get his number. Now he's in his space. He's going to do it. Can he do it all by himself? He's still high stepping. I mean, he can still get up with this ball.
Oh, rock, rock.
I'm pretty sure they just switched him out with another clone because he's not getting tired.
No, that guy is, I mean, look at him. He's a beast, though. Oh, nice. I like this 10 is crafty. I like him. He is crafty. Oh, what a great support line.
That is exactly how it's done. I don't care what level. That is great control. That is great awareness with both teams. That's how you know a teammate knows his teammate.
That was pretty fantastic there. And now it's just keep scoring and scoring and scoring. You got to these Highlander boys, though. I tell you, man, for the first 2/3 of this game, they were in it, and even up till the 12-minute mark, and then in the last 6 minutes, it's just been all Granite Bay.
It's at the end is wherever you find out who you are as a team. It's not at the beginning; it's at the end. And you know what? With 5 minutes, 22 seconds, and we're waiting for the conversion, I think we have a pretty good idea of what this Granite Bay team has been for today. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the Kansas City Blue versus South Greenville team. Very exciting one that you'll see tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. So you guys get a chance to see some great rugby tomorrow. Don't miss out on any of this.
We will be live streaming for 4 days in a row. Next Level Rugby. We are covering the 3-day event here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Then, actually, tomorrow, we're dispatching a team up to Pittsburgh to cover the first day of the club regionals. And then we're going to bring the rest of the Army. After we close down the championships here, we're going to bring the rest of the Army up there. And on Sunday, we're going to do a full blowout for the championship matches. We're going to determine who goes to nationals. Club rugby, big time.
Great kick by this Highlander team. Let's see if this Granite Bay team still has enough left. This number 10 still being crafty, looking for the outside. Oh, and a little mess up by this Granite Bay. A little juggling of the ball. Wasn't able to take advantage of the momentum going for him.
Play the knock by White, scrum.
And it looks like we're going to have a nice little scrum advantage going to Highlanders. 3 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in this game on the scoreboard clock.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
So we're just finishing the middle section of this broadcast and of the event, and we see a turnover. Nice kick. Absolutely nobody home down that lane. And now you got Chasers on the wing, doing a good job from the Highlanders, able to turn it around. He's had a pretty good game. I unfortunately haven't seen him with ball in hand enough. I feel like that guy in some space, he could be pretty dangerous. So now the counter on. A little
Nice.
chip through, finds it, but, ooh, off the knee.
Looks like it's going to take from the first knock. Going to be Granite Bay possession on the scrum advantage.
Captain.
Granite Bay using the full width of the field right now.
Coach.
So now the ball being played out. And who are they going to give it to? Oh, the big man with another big hit. He's still hitting. He's still getting after it.
That double deuces.
Yeah, he's definitely rolling on some 22s, huh? Oh, and there's the 10 with the stiff arm. He's going to roll around and score.
I almost thought he was about to try and do a backflip off that hill. You got to love the craftiness of this team. They play a very Southern Hemisphere style. They open it up wide, utilize their wings, very big wings that they have there too. And look, you got to give a lot of credit to this fly half. Typically, you think the fly half is the one that does not want to get hit, and it looks like he looks for contact.
He's very creative. I like him. Shades of Jihad Kabir out of AIC. Not as floating as fast yet, but I mean, Jihad is only a junior in college. And this gentleman is in high school.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, just the patience too. I like when he's attacking the line. He hits the hole. He waits, dummies, and then takes it, and then finds that window for his support runners and creates that window for his support runners, which is the most important part of it. And then just do it. And then when he doesn't need any support runners, let's just take it to the house. Like,
do it myself. Put the team on my back.
Yeah. And that kick is good.
41-8, 43-8 with 28 seconds remaining on the scoreboard clock.
High restart, but nobody really on the chase.
Let it come.
Now played out. Now he's attacking. There he is. See, creates that hole for the 22. Oh, man. Good for Highlanders there.
I got a real break on that one.
Yeah, that's about the only thing stopping that guy today.
Sniper.
Start to see there's some wear and tear on this pitch now. When we started this event, it looked nice and pristine. Rugby Athletic Center always doing a good job of keeping a nice pitch, but under these conditions, and especially with the volume of rugby being played on this today and throughout the week, it's going to be a sloppy, muddy mess, and it's going to be, the grounds crew is going to have their work cut out for them after this.
Oh, yeah. Definitely gone full slop rugby at this point. More slipping and sliding. It may as well call the slip and slide, mud slide.
So
I'm a little surprised with this Highland team. I considering the time, I would be surprised to give up possession instead of just use phase play to crash down. And if anything, just try and get another score on board.
All right, here's this gentleman in some space. Now let's see what he can do. I've been asking for it. Nice. Oh, the wing shuts him down. Opposite number getting in there. So getting tangled up with the 5, and then they just part ways. Nice. Good pat on the back. Say, hey, good hit. There it is. And that's what makes this sport so great. You go from 1 second of just absolute raw motion, passion, and aggression to, hey, man, I can appreciate that passion. Oh, that was an interesting little move, but he's going to get him guy hit really hard.
Yeah, that was close to a hospital pass.
I think a regular pass would have done well there. Oh, the big man.
Coming in strong on the left side, and it looks like the refs are not going to let it go as it's coming back. But that would have been such an amazing play. You got to...
So we're going to... Back. 16 wide to the face. Yeah. Okay, penalty here.
Looks like it's going to be a stiff arm to the face against 16 by number 16 for Granite Bay.
Right, here's your mark.
Penalty advantage going to Highlanders.
So the referee, I think I overheard him saying that there was no time left.
Tap the ball first, then kick it out.
Great game by this Granite Bay team, taking Highlanders down 43-8. They will be set up to play the winner of the Kansas City versus South Greenville game. Thank you guys. You guys stay tuned. We still have more rugby to come. Single school championships popping up here. This is where we see the best of the best of the high school games. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back. This is Gift time at Belu here with Ryan Ginty on the Next Level Rugby Productions. You guys stay tuned. We'll be back.
We're going to take it away with this highlight from this last match.